I'm I'm gonna be completely honest, Mab. I thought you were kidding at first because you were audio only, and she kept doing that,
Oh my
and you
God.
sounded so sleepy. It just
Mab, you're so adorable. I can't stand it. Oh my God. Can you please, you can totally say it like that for the whole show.
I got things I gotta do, which is why I was gonna do this show, but
Pretty sure what you need to do is stay cozy in bed.
you're not helping.
in your Christmas blankies.
And my messy room with my artwork and
Yay, messy and yay art. I love messy and I love art.
It's so cuddly. You just like makes me want to like wrap this blanket.
Yeah, let me just.
There we go. Perfect. Cozy crafting show.
Cozy. Actually, this isn't the cozy crafting show.
No.
It's the cozy secret show.
Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and dale to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-da-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Adventures adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di. Lie-da-di-da-di-da-di. Lie-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di. La-da-da-di-da-di-da-di. La-da-da-di-da-di-da-di.
Crafting, crafting, crafting with Shoshi and Cubby. What will we make today? What is the dice of the day? Crafting, creating, collaborating. What would an octopus say? Trivia questions, hooray! Creating, clickbaiting, can't hardly waiting for the crafting show. A crafting show with Cubby and Shoshi.
And Mab.
And Mab.
Good
Mab is-
morning.
Mab is with us if we only believe.
I believe in Mabs. I believe in Mabs.
Oh, I do believe in Mabs. I do believe in Mabs.
Good morning. Yes, I 100,000% overslept. So,
Oh.
No, you didn't. Counterpoint.
A Mab is never late. A Mab always arrives perfectly on time.
I'm
If,
taking care of Murder Beast. So forgive the awkward video situation.
I mean, we're all Murder Beast fans.
Yes.
morning.
You're crafting murder. Wait, no. You're crafting a beast. Yeah. That's what it is.
The chat is popping off, and I just want to say I'm sorry if there was a pause in between the pre-show and the the traditional 30-second countdown. My brain shut off.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
fun when that happens.
I don't know how long it was, but I was watching the pre-show, and then my brain came to, and there was just nothing happening. So I'm hoping it was less than 10 minutes, but you never know. It was probably a split second.
I think it was like 3 seconds. That's happened to me a couple times in like rehearsals, where especially if we've like rehearsed a lot, where I'll be like into the scene and in my character, and then like, there's a silence here. Why isn't the line that always happens happening now? Oh, it's because it's mine. Ah!
Mm.
And in reality, it's maybe like half a second, but it seems to me like it's been like a very long time.
Okay, but have you ever come to and you were already saying the line
Yes,
Oh,
that's
And-
definitely happened.
and you get a little bit of a panic because you're like, wait, what's the rest of this line?
And then it just happens.
I mean, it does happen, but for a split second, you're like, okay, if I'm not paying any attention, I can do it. And if I'm
Yeah.
totally paying attention, I could do it. But I'm halfway there right now.
Yeah, we're there. So what's gonna happen?
Your-
I
your-
did it. Okay, great.
your
Let's
brain
move
is
on.
doing all the second guessing of like, I know the words mean things. Fuck.
Words
Yeah,
mean
Yeah,
things.
how's that work? How's that work? Okay. Sounds translate to concepts. Right. Yes. Okay. And then we made words. Yes, I know how words work. Okay. We're getting there.
Yeah.
I've been there. Also, the chat is super duper popping off, and
Oh, yeah.
Kara Chapel has cold feet.
About taking her socks off.
Well,
Oh. Oh, you literally have cold feet.
yeah, literally cold feet. I wasn't.
Slippers and everybody's cold. It's cold where I am too. And I mean, like, I'm in California, so my version of cold is like 62 degrees. But it's cold. Also, our heating is broken. So, and like, if you sit around at 62 degrees for a long time,
That's like my
it's actually
comfort
very
zone.
cold. Like, you can actually die of hypothermia below 6. Yeah, if you're exposed to like, well, like that's actually a really terrible thing about the like homeless population is like there are more people die of hypothermia out here than on the East Coast because
Ooh.
like East Coast it's cold. You'll like if it's snowing, like they have services, you're gonna find a place to be, but like out here you're like, oh, it'll be fine. No, like your body will die.
It's 60 whatever degrees.
I can't remember what it is, but it's higher than you think it is.
Well,
That
I
you
mean,
can
because
die from like hypothermia.
you've got me concerned because I like to keep my room at 62.
No, you're fine because you're moving around. You got clothes on. You've got you're not
Well, you
on a
sleep
cold,
hot.
concrete ground.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a furnace.
Yeah, so you'll probably be fine down to like 0 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it might be like 55 degrees. I have to look it up, but it's definitely higher than you think. You're like, oh, that doesn't actually seem cold, and yet.
I mean, and the thing about temperatures like that are you don't realize it's doing damage for a long time before you are like you've got a little bit of a chill. It more feels like you just can't quite warm up for a long time. Like your body does tell you. It's just if you don't have any resources.
Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah.
All right. I've got an awfully messy desk. And
We're all messy. We're all chaotic. The only people who are organized are people on the media who have assistants to reset everything and put it back together.
I'm like
regular normal person is ever organized. That's a lie. Because it takes a community, everyone. It takes a community. Hey, Kitty.
Hey.
Ow.
I
Yeah.
didn't know you were going to be here. I'm going to tag you in the post.
Oh, that's okay. I'm
Same fog. Same.
What?
Sorry, Kitty. I talked right over you.
But the moral of the story is the same.
Same.
I just
Hard.
yeah. I,
across the board.
I also have never had a brain in my life.
If my fans really cared, they'd know where to find me.
If I only had a brain.
No, I don't want one.
No, it sounds like a lot of.
Yeah, I'm good. No.
Okay, good. Slippers. I'm reading through chat.
I can't.
Oh, I'm not decorating this year either because I'm going to be in New Zealand for Christmas. So like, I don't want to get a tree or decorate because we're going to be gone.
That's super cool.
Yeah. Wait,
I'll
we have
tell
a
you.
question. As a fellow hot sleeper, do you have this problem where it takes a million years to warm up, but then you get too hot?
I actually like cold sheets when I get into bed, because I warm them up so much. But when I get hot, it's a challenge because then I kick all the covers off, and then I get cold.
That's what I'm excited for menopause because then I'll finally be warm.
Yes. I'm with you.
Fun fact, it's possible for menopause to induce as early as your teenage years.
I wasn't.
Am I
so
having
lucky.
menopause right now? Oh wait, no.
The human body can fail in so many fascinating ways. That is a very specific case that I think stems from an utero infection.
Oh,
like in utero, like when you were a fetus, but
Not like the Nirvana album.
no, that would do it too.
yeah.
Yeah. If you had never heard grunge before, that can induce menopause.
That's a medical rumor that I want to start and make real. Never go to Seattle.
I heard if you die in Seattle, you die in real life.
Oh my God, it's true. I had a friend. Not really. I don't have any friends.
Sophie, that might be my favorite thing I've ever heard you say.
How about twice the... Dang it, we almost had twice the mab. I was trying to bring your new camera in a split second earlier. Yeah!
Double mab.
Twice the man.
Mab. A mabbity mab. Bam. Mab bam is a palindrome.
Bam, mad.
Bam mab.
Bam, mad.
Victorian London Fog, you can be my friend. I was just kidding when I said I don't have friends. I have friends.
But my favorite part is it depends.
Are
you cool?
Are you cool?
Are you cool?
Are you
No, not cool.
Hey,
Not,
Shoshi.
not
Does
cool.
this laptop connection suck, or is it me? Am I like?
No, you look
"Ooh,
perfect.
Yeah, you're pretty normal.
Yeah, you look great.
You guys, look
Yeah.
how short I cut my bangs.
I love it.
Ooh, they're so cute.
Yeah,
those are
tiny.
They're so micro.
I have so much forehead.
I love the high and tight.
Shoshi, I bet that kind of bang will look good on you. You should try that kind of bang.
Don't
It
do
was-
it. Don't do
Get
it.
this
No.
back. Get this
I-
back.
I also have a high forehead. And I keep ever so
I
often.
like that you're pressing the top of your head to indicate the end of your forehead. I also have a high forehead.
Very high. And I ever so often I'll convince myself that bangs will look good on me, and then I do it, and I'm like, oh no,
No.
it does not
No,
work
no.
for my head. Other people it works great, but like for whatever reason, the like texture of my hair or the wet, like it just doesn't.
It just doesn't work.
They like poof up in a way that makes my forehead look even bigger.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I also have. I don't know if you can see it, but I also have, you can only see it when I part my hair in a right way, but I have a little scar right here on my forehead from when I ran into a fence when I was a child. And if I get bangs, it like makes the one part of them poof up right there because it's like a scar. So, and I like forget about it. And I'm like, oh, right. Why did I give myself bangs? And then it's like a year until they grow out. So just remember, Shoshi, remember this moment right here, right now.
Remember, Shoshi. Remember.
Don't give yourself bangs. Don't do it.
I played with bangs and then now I've had bangs for like decades or something.
But bangs really suit you. You look so cute.
Thank you.
And technically, Shoshi, you do have the highest of foreheads.
That's true. Well, not Shoshi, but Gigantra does. For she is quite tall. Everything about her is large. But do not be scared.
Gigantra.
Wait. Do not be scared. Gigantra is your friend. Even though her feet are very large and she is tall and heavy and could crush you, she will not. Do not run from me, villagers.
I would be friends with Gigantra.
That's what they all say until she shows up.
Oh no, I would probably avoid Gigantra just to be honest, like for practical reasons.
For practical reasons.
But what if it's, what if all I want to do is see you
Have
turn
some
into
fun. Oh.
a giant woman. Giant woman. All I want's to be someone who gets to see a giant woman.
A giant woman.
Where is Mab while we're singing Giant Woman? Oh my god.
All I want to do is see you turn into a giant woman.
That was the first thing from Steven Universe that Mab played for me when she was introducing me to Steven Universe.
That's a pretty good. I mean, that's like the episode where, I mean, they're all really good, but like that's definitely the episode when you're watching it where you're like, oh no, this show is very good.
Yeah.
Oh, such a good show. All right.
I was getting a cup of coffee. That's where I was.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, villager. My ankle has been so lonely. She would do the thing where, the like Lilliputans, and he like lies on the beach and they stake him down. It's the same, but when Gigantra lies on the beach, all the villagers can just come and cuddle with her.
Oh,
Gigantra's dream. So I've been trying to get my second camera going. So Cubby, that was an excellent Tom Waits.
Oh, that's what was happening.
Can I show you guys a thing?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah,
I may or may not have broken it a little bit, but because I was playing with it so hard. But just some guy sent me another awesome package, and I can't show you everything in there. But it's a banana.
Dirty stuff.
It's not a sex toy. It's just a banana.
Hey, don't say that about it.
I know what it
It is itself enough to be a sex toy.
I know what it is. I'm so excited to see it.
Oh my god!
Incredible.
And I broke it.
No.
But
I love how the little peel drops down when it flips out.
Right? It is the most amazing. It is the most incredible thing. And so it showed up, and I was unpacking it, and Magnus was just getting home from work, and so of course the battle had to occur, and he grabbed some lightsabers, and this is not defense against lightsabers. I will just go ahead and say on the record.
Good.
No, I do have to say bananas are notoriously easy to cut into pieces, which is why it's such an unexpected attack.
Yeah, no one expects to get with a banana.
No one ever suspects the banana.
It's so it's like incredible. I can't believe how it's so good. I could look at it all day. I love how long the sword is too.
It's so long.
Like it's way longer than you expect it to be, which is amazing.
Yes.
That.
And like, what's the texture like? Is it like Oh, perfect.
Yeah, like a good classic. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And
It's
then this
incredible.
last bit won't go back in, but it's gorgeous and I freaking love it.
Bananas.
But wait, there's more. Okay. So there's also this treasure chest in here.
God.
And it's actually really nice. And I mean, this is gorgeous. Look at this thing.
Wow.
And then
Is it
and,
a mimic?
what?
Is it a mimic?
I don't know.
Oh, my face!
Oh, it is.
Just some guy, you made that?
Yeah.
That
It
is
got me. I will
incredible.
100,000% admit that it got me. I just wanted you to know this. Just some guy. You got me.
It's so good the way it flips out. Dang.
yeah.
That's amazing. Okay.
You can keep your
Okay.
dice in that.
I'm spitting fire here, but do you remember? And I've never played this game before, but I remember commercials for it. Don't Wake Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
the game.
Don't wake the mimic. And it's like that, but like somebody else figure out everything else about it. I've had the big idea. That's my job.
What's that mug? What? Definitely not a mimic.
Oh.
That would be a fun little costume to wear at a convention, is just a t-shirt that says not a mimic.
And then you pull the t-shirt up and the underside of it is like mouth.
Yeah, like one of those. Yeah.
I gotta show you probably what might be one of the most impressive things that just some guy created, and I was floored and sat and played with this for a really ridiculously long period of time.
Whoa. What's that?
Is that a miraculous ladybug
Ooh.
box?
I don't know.
No, it's not.
Oh.
But that's cool.
But look at this thing. Look at the detail.
Whoa.
What are you gonna put in there?
My what?
Anything.
It actually had things in there that I will not be showing you at the moment because they're a surprise.
Because it's dirty.
Nope. Well, yeah, a little bit, but definitely it's a surprise. I'll tell you when it comes time. But I can't get over this. This reminds me of some sci-fi movie, and I don't know which one.
It looks incredible.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And it moves so smoothly.
It reminds me a little bit of the Terror Dome. The Cobra playset. G.I. Joe Cobra playset. Its opening had a really satisfying thing, and the fire bat attack plane rose from it.
Okay, I played with that too much. Not really, but thank you again, just some guy. You're amazing.
That is, although I got a message from Count Moriarty, and he assured me that banana is in fact a sex toy. He's got several of them.
Oh yeah. And what is this, Kitty?
This is, I decided that my cats keep losing their collars, and it's too expensive to go buying the little things with my phone number on it. So I just made some out of polyurethane and resin.
Smart.
That's the most making I did this week, I guess. Oh, I glued a pocket onto my tablet case
Ooh.
because I needed to carry my
Oh, that's sparkly.
my glove for drawing on my tablet.
Oh, and that's where you store it?
Yeah.
That's so smart. And then you won't lose it.
Uh-huh. Because I don't know how other people do it, but that's how I do it.
Very smart. Yeah, and does the pen magnet on the side?
The pen is it lives in the case.
Amazing.
Ah,
Amazing.
nice.
And also tell us about the necklace that you're wearing right now.
Wow. I'm pretty sure I've shown this one off on the show before, but yeah, this is here, I'll bring it closer. This is my polyurethane and resin, also known as shrinky dinks, if one wants to use that word.
Oh, I know shrinky as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's the back of it.
Ooh, so pretty and sparkly.
Yeah. You know, I love my glitters.
Yeah.
Shiny.
I'm
Is the glitter
also a glitter addict right now.
is the glitter in the resin, or is the glitter on the thing and then the resin covers?
So
it?
I've played
both.
around with both methods of mixing the glitter into the resin. It works best to paint the glitter onto the thing and then put the resin on top of that.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Also good to know. Very important. Please do not.
I don't see why AMT should be telling me about parts of my.
Well, if the
No.
EMTs have to deal with the consequences.
But of all the things that an EMT could advise me not to stick up my ass, I feel like they would be more comfortable with a carrot than a lot of other things.
Well, that's true. Like
But
the
carrots
list of things.
Well,
I think the EMT's end game here, though, is not to pull anything out of anyone's butt.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, you could. Well, maybe not anyone. There's one person that pulls stuff out of their butt.
Well, like, I mean, what you do on your own time. That's
Yeah.
Just if you're gonna stick something up your butt, just make sure there's like a wide thing on the end, and it's not gonna break.
And you
not gonna break. Carrots will break.
no shame in using lots of lube.
Unless the lube is the wrong kind of lube and breaks down the materials. So like, don't use
Silicone lube with silicone objects.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, it gets complicated when you're trying to safely put stuff in your butt.
Yeah, and light bulb not good.
No.
You might think it's okay because there's like a bigger end on the end, but it's breakable.
No, don't put glass in there.
what.
Well, you can put glass in there, just don't put shattering
The right
glass in
kind.
there.
Yeah.
Can I just jump on the you might think it's okay to put a light bulb up your butt? Like, I don't want to make a value judgment here, but like as far as practical thinking goes, thin glass is just not something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want thin glass anywhere near me, especially my insides.
I break things very easily.
Yeah.
Like way more easier than I should. Like I'm a lot more destructive than you. There's this passage in this John Swartzwelder book where he talks about how like you can actually be way more destructive just by being slightly clumsy than you can by like wanting to destroy something. In
I
fact,
don't think that's true.
no, he says his father once destroyed a whole Dakota and he was just standing there, honest.
Whoa.
I mean, it's not clumsiness that destroyed democracy.
Well, Hufflepuff, that can't be the solution. Extremism is only for the Sith.
That's
Now,
They
I
only
read this comment a couple times because I was trying to decide what exactly they intended. Because at first I thought, oh yeah, I'm not just going. But I think they're not saying they're not sticking anything up there. I think they're saying I'm not just going to stick anything in my butt, meaning
I will have some
I'm going to be very
discretion.
discerning.
with yes.
Oh, I get it. See, I read it as, well, I'm not just going to stick anything in my butt. But
Yeah,
you read it as, I'm not going to stick anything
anything
in my
Yeah.
butt.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that was the intention, but I could be wrong.
Either way, we're very concerned about.
That's how you know we really care about our fans, is we discuss in length what should and should not go into their butts.
Have
This
you
show is
ever heard the
helpful.
song? I wonder what's inside your butthole.
Yes,
Yeah,
I love
but
that
that
song.
little-
Oh, is it? Have you checked your butthole? Get up, get up.
No,
That's not that song.
Not
no,
that
it's a
song.
different
It's
song.
I wonder what's inside your butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole. Could it be an astronaut or could it be an alien? What's inside your butthole?
I really want to know.
I really want
want to know.
Yeah. There's a little kid with a guitar and standing in front of a doorway that sings that song. And
like
it's
6.
magic. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
That's some
Well,
high
she's
quality
got to be
record.
older now. I want to know what kind of song she's
Yeah,
writing
she's probably
now.
like a teenager now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's she writing? What's her music like now? Is it still butthole based?
And
Yes,
has
so
she
great job.
like, been adversely affected by the young age of internet celebrity fame thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I like to think they protected her from that, but how could you know for sure with a song that great?
I mean, like, you can't just keep that to yourself. I remember it because the post was, so my kid just wrote this song and I gotta admit it's a banger. And then what's also great is that there are covers of it. So there are bands that are like, damn, that rocks. We got to do that.
Yeah, this kid nailed it.
Certified banger.
The song slaps.
Song slap.
Mab, is that what you were singing? Have you checked your...
Yeah, yeah. I love that song. Get up, get up. And I still don't say it.
Well, I guess the question is, what's on everyone's butthole playlist?
That's a very important question. I'll be right back.
I didn't know there was a song called Boogie in Your Butt. That sounds like a great song.
That was like a novelty. Was that Eddie Murphy?
I do not know.
Yeah, no, sorry. I'm just Carrot Chapel. Great reference. Yeah, that was like a hit. I probably only remember it because I'm very old and I was an insomniac at a young age, so I used to watch a lot of television I shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of like a novelty dance hit that Eddie Murphy put out. It's pretty good. It's no My Girl Likes to Party All the Time, but what is?
My girl likes to party
Party
all the time. My girl likes to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. That song's a banger.
Alexa, play Boogie in Your Butt.
Meh.
I don't actually know Alexa. I just like yelling out to her anyway.
I know an Alexa. She's not here right now.
I know a couple of Alexas.
I have not heard of Poop Noodle.
Poop Noodle?
Do you know the song Poop Goes in the Potty? Also a banger.
That sounds like a very educational song.
It is. It's like a kid's song. It's like poop in the potty. Poop goes in the potty. Poop
I mean,
in
it
the
does
potty.
sound like it slaps, so
And it's
Yeah.
not wrong.
Yeah. Not on the door or on your sister's hair. Poop goes in the
Oh
potty.
no, now they're just giving out ideas.
Yeah, it's like a little song for like a little kid who's potty training. Great. good song.
Okay. So, man, I got a whole playlist to rock out to later.
A whole poop playlist. So I'm just gluing on some bracing. I'm doing a big project, big cardboard project today that I'm going to be working on. So we might need to do some quiet crafting later today if people are down for it. There we go. Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out what I am doing with myself here.
it's got to weigh things down.
Yeah.
I'm making a fun thing for a show. My friend is doing she's calling the show Bones of the Nutcracker. And the bone is referring to the trombones because she plays the trombone and loves the trombone part of the Nutcracker Suite. And so she's doing like a comedic sketch show where like it's all the trombone parts of the Nutcracker, and then like it'll get to that part, and then like a Drosselmeyer will come out and do like a comedy bit, and then there'll be like trombone music, and then like it's gonna be so great. But if anyone knows the Nutcracker, there's a part where the Christmas tree like grows bigger, and that's when like the Nutcracker comes to life and stuff. So I need to make a tree that can grow bigger. So the plan is that I'm going to have like most of the tree here, and then the little top part with the star is going to be behind it here on another panel. And then there's more tree underneath, and this will be attached to a thing that rises up. So like this will be the base of the tree. And then when it gets bigger, this can just rise up and then they'll match up.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
you set it on fire.
And then I set it up here. But the best part is she's like, oh, I'll need someone to operate it. And I was like, I would love to be the mute tree in your Christmas special.
How many times have you played a tree, Shoshi?
Never. This is my first time.
You
Really?
get to play a
I've
tree
never
in
played
the
a tree in
Christmas
a Christmas special.
Are you gonna sing the big closing song?
I'll sing my heart song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only if they let me. Only if they let me.
Okay, this doesn't have anything to do with anything at any point, but so I just gotta throw it in there. If anybody wants to tell me what to draw during quiet crafting, I have no idea.
No.
So if people want to brainstorm on that,
I've never even played like an algae.
you've
Yeah,
never played. Oh, what? I mean, tree is the iconic.
Classic.
Yeah,
You
I'm
played
trying
a bear. That's what I'm thinking of.
to
Yeah.
bear.
I know.
Bear.
I'm like knocking things off my acting bucket list. I played the bear in Winter's Tale. I'm get to play a mute tree in the Christmas special. Like, now I just need to do the back half of a horse, and
Ooh.
like that's the
Oh,
trifecta.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Pass
Shoshi
it
and
on.
I used to be in an improv group together, and like pretty much every establishing scene, she would like jump out there as a fern. Like it was like her trademark move, and some dumbass in the group would just come up and establish her as a person. She tried to improvise being a houseplant for like a year.
Yeah, so many times.
Where
And this-
she's just a houseplant.
And
Yeah.
you can't like the second you say out loud, I discovered I'm a houseplant, they think you're engaging in a conversation, and then
Yeah.
the illusion is lost.
Yeah. There's just this one guy who like every time he saw Shoshi out there as a plant would just come up and say like, "Hello, sister," or Madam President, we have an emergency. And I am so sorry for that, Shoshi. If I had understood better what you were trying to do.
I wasn't communicating it well. I wasn't giving you a gift.
You mean you weren't communicating it besides using the words "I am a houseplant"?
Which didn't work.
No, because like he's like, oh, it's a metaphor. Which like it is a metaphor, but
I don't know.
I said I was a table and started talking about the weather.
Why can't you be a table that talks about the weather? I am so confused. What is this with a linear logic thing?
Like you can, but you can't also just be a houseplant if you're an engaged talking houseplant, which
right.
I
just Madam President houseplant.
I'm just a houseplant that needs some copies made at Kinko's.
Yeah, I just look, it was years and I messed it up every single time, and no matter how many times she hit me with the learning stick, I never learned.
Maybe the learning stick wasn't a good idea. Why did I keep you?
It was very heavy. I pretty much went to the hospital every time you used that lead pipe.
Yeah. Learning stick.
Learning stick. Sorry.
Oh man.
All right, that feels pretty good. All right, so that's going to be the back. Is that not like as well as it should? That's okay. More glue.
Something necromancy.
Oh, what does that mean?
I also saw
our necromancy leanings these days.
Can you highlight the question that was right before the necromancer one? Because I have something important to say. I was actually talking yesterday about how badly I want to make one of these, but I've never known the proper way to pronounce that word. I've pronounced
necromancer?
Palanquin.
Palanquin.
I've heard it pronounced palanquin as well.
Oh. Well, I go with the Decemberist song.
Aha.
And that's Palanquin.
I was also going to say that the Decemberans do use it in They All Hail the Contessa.
Right. Yes. But Palanquin also looks right. Both sound better than Palanquin.
Right. Oh.
How do they say it in Steven Universe?
Oh, someone says both Victorian and Fox's both pronunciations are correct.
Yeah.
Steven Universe, because they talk about the
Oh my God, you're right. They do.
Oh yeah, what do they call it? They don't call it a palanquin. They call it something else.
No, they call it a palanquin.
Oh, is it? Oh, never mind. Been a while.
Do they say palanquin or palanquin?
I think they say palanquin, but I'm not positive.
I don't remember.
Ooh, a palantir would be fun to draw too. Maybe I will draw a palantir.
You could draw me in a palanquin.
Oh.
Which one's the British one?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, that makes sense.
Palanquin.
You know what I always thought was dumb? The pronunciation of the word quixotic.
Oh.
That's a good word.
Shouldn't it be quixotic?
Quixotic.
Hey, Shoshi.
Yes.
I hope you like being an American.
Sometimes.
Currently?
You know. It's where all my stuff is.
It's where all my stuff is.
All right, so I'll have to remember to make sure I use the British pronunciation when I go deep cover.
That's right. Otherwise, you'll give yourself away.
I'll give myself away like that damned fool in that Quentin Tarantino movie.
Well, that's not. Got to do a different kind of brace. That's okay. I can't. And go across.
Yeah, we're all like busy, 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 busy.
Busy, busy, busy.
Has anyone seen Last
We need
Man
that
on
emote.
Earth, the TV show?
Seen what?
The Last Man on Earth.
Oh, I watched the
Oh.
first couple episodes.
I need
Okay.
to because one of my favorite performers is in it. I just haven't had a chance to watch it.
Who's your favorite?
I'm a big
performer?
Kristen
Shaw.
Shaw.
Oh, I freaking love her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it there is major character development in that show. So if you've only seen the few first episodes, it changes. So just be aware
Love a
of
show
that.
like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we all love Kristen Shaw.
Yeah.
Duh. Right? Am I right?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, she's genius.
Duh.
I love her
No.
stand up. If you've ever seen her stand up, it's so weird and surreal and like
She's a
No,
weird-
but I love that. I mean, yes, I have not seen her surreal stand up, but Just Some Guy.
No,
I love that comic book.
they did make one season of a show
And you
based
know what?
off
It
of
was
why, and then it did great and people loved it, and they canceled it because the streamers don't stand behind anything. I just don't like giving streaming shows a shot because I know the executives are all idiots.
yeah.
Did it do great? I mean, I thought the story, and I still think about that graphic novel all the time. Did the TV show do badly, or
No,
I
it didn't do badly. It had a strong following, but none of that matters anymore.
Yeah.
It just does not matter anymore.
That's what happens when you get like people who think you can make money without producing any content because they don't understand how things work.
Yeah, or people that use the word content.
All right, fine.
No, I phrased that overly harshly for
No, I know what you
Yeah.
mean. And I agree.
but there's clearly like a type of mindset that actually finds the word content useful, and
Yeah,
that's what's soul destroying.
yeah. I find the like industry speak out here in LA like hilarious.
Just Some Guy, Tennessee. If you like a good dramatic sci-fi kind of fantasy
yeah,
kind of dealy, it's a really good read.
it's a really good thought experiment that it was just really fascinating to see where it went. And
It's paced super well, and it spaces out its ideas really well. So it's a great comic to just think about.
yeah,
Cool.
have you not seen it? Read it?
Let me put the comment up.
So why the Last Man follows Yodrick after a cataclysmic event where every genetically male person dies at the same time on the planet. And we
Not
never
just
really
human.
know why. Not just human, but animals and any mammal.
Every Y chromosome creature.
Even, yeah, any Y chromosome creature.
Yeah.
It was really a fascinating, like, the first early days, like, you know, there's definitely a lot of trauma at the very first chapter or two, first book of the graphic novel.
Yeah. It's, well, half the population of Earth dies instantly. It's very gross and upsetting.
Yeah. But then it gets great.
Yeah, I gotta say it's a real, for like a post-apocalyptic fiction, it's very different than the usual kind of zombie stuff.
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh yeah, there's no zombies. Sorry.
Mab, have you read Station 11?
Oh, I need to read that, and I need to watch the
No.
show.
Oh,
Is there a
that's
TV show called Station 11 too?
adapted from the book. But it's a post-apocalyptic society, but it's also not zombie, kind of horror kind of stuff, and a little bit more low-key, a little bit more, and it's
Kind of
mostly
about-
centered on a traveling Shakespeare troupe.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's about, like,
That's
art.
Yodrick is the main character's name, by the way.
Oh yeah, because his parents were English teachers. Oh, and there's also a cute monkey in Y: The Last Man.
Ampersand is the name of the monkey,
Oh, good
I forgot
name.
that.
right?
All right, cool. This is looking pretty good.
That's freaking awesome.
I
That's
love
cool.
Mabel Pine.
That's really good. All right, this is gonna go a little more that way. Yes.
Kitty, you know Gravity Falls, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good
I
show.
love that show.
I need to finish it. I stopped watching it because I started watching it when I was on the road, and then I got off the road and I stopped watching it, and I never finished it. And I know like there's like cool stuff in it. I need to finish it.
So Gravity Falls is the documentary of my life.
I
You
could
met
totally
the
see-
forgotten president?
I could totally see, Mab, that like your origin story is you're actually Mabel Pine.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
That
you guys,
makes so much
I was-
sense.
a friend of mine, I don't normally do escape rooms, just I don't know why, but friend of mine was like, yeah, let's go to this escape room. We get in there, and I was like, this is the gift shop in Gravity Falls. And there were like Bill Cipher was there, all of the
No
icons and the
way.
characters were there. And then after I did the thing, and then I my friends who I went with had never seen Gravity Falls, so of course I made them watch it, and I kept pointing out everything that was in the gift shop. That's the vending machine. I mean, it was awesome.
So they
I
didn't
felt
know
like I
that
had
it
an
was.
unfair advantage in this this escape.
That's
room.
really great that they like
Okay.
that they took you to a Gravity Falls escape room without knowing what they were doing.
Well, they thought it was like, oh, you love cryptids, and I was like, yeah, I love cryptids. Well, this is like a gift shop of a cryptid museum. I'm like, this sounds similar to.
I mean, even if it's just patterned off of the same type of roadside tourist
Yeah,
trap
that's
that
basically what it
inspired the Mystery Shack, like it's
Yeah.
still perfect for you.
It really was, and I kept like going, oh, this is the solution. And I'm normally like, I've only done 2 escape rooms in my entire life, so I can't speak to whether or not I, am really good at it or not. But so this is the second one, and I kind of did pretty good.
Now, okay, number 1, that is super amazing and awesome, and also incredibly disappointing because the ultimate Gravity Falls escape room would be Grunkle Stan leading you into a shed, and then, all right, Seuss, padlock it. They'll never escape.
Oh, right. Like,
Or what was it? This is the thing that you can't look away from. And now the object that you can't look away from, and it's a spinning disc.
He just hypnotizes them.
You can't try. You can't look away. I just can't look away.
yeah, that's a better angle.
Okay. I never watched Babylon 5, but
You know,
It was
I
good.
haven't- I haven't either. That's one on my list I need to watch.
I'm pretty sure more people in the show and chat want to hear what you're making, Just Some Guy.
I gotta say real quick though, if you were thinking about watching Babylon 5 right now, it
Yeah.
is going to be very hard to watch.
Really? Go on.
Because it
Why?
kind of turned into a documentary.
Oh no.
Look, I don't mean to brag here, Mab, but the way my brain's been lately, every series is a difficult watch.
Yeah.
What's that thing that like I've seen on like Reddit memes or whatever, but they're like, here's this sci-fi book on how you shouldn't create the pain nexus.
The Torment
Like-
Nexus.
The torment nexus. And then they're like, tech bros. After many years of research, we finally invented the torment nexus. They're like,
From-
no.
From the book, don't invent the Torment Nexus.
The torment.
It was a really popular book. It should be a really popular product. I don't see the problem. Doesn't
Tech
make any
bros,
sense.
stop, tech bros.
That's what I'm gonna say that under my profile. Shoshana, the world's most distracting object.
Like, guaranteed there is a tech bro that is trying to figure out how torturing a child made Olimos so great. Like,
Wait,
if we
what?
could did you just torture one kid? That's such a great deal. We need to do this now.
Just one kid
Just one kid.
out of all the kids in the world, no other kid gets tortured.
You just torture one kid, but his life is complete suffering.
But everyone else's life is completely happy and bliss.
Oh
No.
my god, you would not believe the Festival of the Horses.
No.
It's the best time to be an Olimos.
I feel like we've tried. I feel like we already do that, and it doesn't.
No, we're not torturing. The problem is we're not torturing just one kid.
We're
It is
torturing too
literally
many.
just
That's right.
One
That's
kid.
right. Just
We're not
Wait.
torturing enough kids.
Oh my
Even
god.
if that kid was me, I would still say torture away. If everyone else in the world is happy and bliss and there's no disease and everyone has health care.
I feel like
I mean, what are you gonna do? Walk away from Olimos? Who does
we can
that?
do that. I feel like we can do that without torturing children.
It's,
There's gotta be a way.
Can we?
I realized I made that mistake. Obviously, a tech bro already read it and was like, well, if they just tortured one kid and life was great, what if we tortured every kid?
Whoa.
And therein lies the problem.
Is that's the fourth season of
Babylon 5?
Babylon 5?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Ah, nice.
Like even just the description of what it looks like sounds like such an incredibly satisfying sci-fi prop.
Yeah. You know I love
Fog.
me some sci-fi prop.
Fog.
So the
Have you
ones
ever
who
read
walked
the
away
story?
from Omas? Tell me more about this story.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Me neither.
I'm surprised I haven't because I read a lot of sci-fi as a kid.
Me too.
Wait, oh, that's what we were talking. That's what I've been referencing this whole time.
Oh yeah, I know, and I never read it.
I was saying the name wrong though. Omelas.
Oh. Wow. Because there's sort of a similar thing a little bit in maybe I did read it.
You might have. It is very good, and I've kind of ruined the thing, but it's more of a philosophical sci-fi thing, so it's not like knowing that there's a forsaken child doesn't really ruin it. But also, Fog, have you ever read the story The Ones Who Stay and Fight? I forget who wrote it, but I would very much recommend reading The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas and then The Ones Who Stay and Fight, which is...
Same author?
No, a different author and a different perspective on the same story, but it's beautiful and inspiring. And Ursula K. Le Guin wrote Omelas.
Oh, then I did read it.
Yeah.
It's just been so long.
But it's the one where it's that perfect utopian story, and everyone has a happy life in Omelas, but at one point you get taken to shown this one tortured child and told that if his suffering is alleviated in any way, including understanding that it's a sacrifice for others, everything disappears.
The utopia will die. Yes, that's right. I do remember that. I have read that. Without checking Fog, I assume your reading list is pretty extensive. Large. So if you ever need kind of an aperitif, because it's they're both short stories. I have trouble reading short stories sometimes because they can be so disorient. It's like a nap. You get out of it and the whole world stopped making sense somehow.
Yeah.
That's why I love a short story.
It's too much for me.
Yeah, I get it.
I also
like naps. So.
Well, I like naps, but I don't like waking up from naps.
See, here's the thing. That's the most important part of a nap. It's Giganta. Gigantra you're thinking of. Gigantra can't relate to characters in short stories. Yeah. I don't get this. I feel no connection to this. Everyone is so small. Why do they not solve their problems by stepping on them?
Gigantra is only part of tall stories.
Why does not Ross, the largest of the friends, simply eat the others?
Perhaps they are saving it for Sweeps Week.
All right.
That's like the second best of the Omni Persei 8 aliens.
Omicron Persei 8.
Yeah.
Have been rewatching Futurama because in 2023 Hulu took it up and started making new episodes, and I hadn't seen them. And they tear in. They're like, any good show would be canceled 2 or 3 times at least. You can tell a quality show by how many times it's been canceled. And then that's the episode where Fry is determined to watch every episode of TV ever made. And he goes into the binge chair. And it's basically a still suit. And and he's watching All My Circuits. and they canceled it. But at that point, he had been like you had done. We're saying with Shoshi, like you can't tell reality from the fiction of the book at the end of a short story. It was like that with binging, and they're like, he's now synced to the world of the binge, and he is no longer capable of discerning reality, and we must not break him from the trance. And then they were like, okay, well, let's make new episodes. And but all my circuits has been canceled like many times. So
Oh my
they
god,
bring
wait,
it
I
back.
saw this episode. I remember that.
And then they have to act it out in real time for him. And it's great.
Oh wow. I love when they do TV on Futurama. The Ally McBeal episode was so good.
Oh my gosh, so good.
Well, it took me an hour to write, so I assumed it would take an hour to read. Um, oh,
Alright.
but my favorite Omion Persei 8.
Omicron Persei 8.
I'm just gonna stop trying to say it.
I'm Lur from the planet Omicron Persei 8.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
favorite lure line is when they're delivering the candy hearts,
Oh yeah.
and he goes, "I love you. What is this love the humans speak of? This emotion of love angers and confuses me."
That was a great episode.
It's funny because it's true.
It's so true.
So
I say
much.
that so many times just to myself.
When I was doing Midsummer, we had like the Amazon characters in Hippolyta, and in my head, they were basically like the denizens of Omicron Persei 8. It'd be like, why does not Helena, the largest of the lovers, simply not eat the other three? And nobody really got the joke, but it was a joke that I said to myself, and I laughed.
Okay, well, let me tell you about a time I did Midsummer, and I made a stupid cartoon reference, and it was received.
Ooh.
So I had been in a production of Midsummer that kind of kept getting like canceled and restarted, and then like halfway through the run, and then somebody would get COVID and they'd be like, all right, we can't do the rest of this run. Maybe we'll try again in a few months. It was kind of great. I loved it. But throughout it, we lost cast members due to scheduling, and we found ourselves like without any mechanicals toward the end. We had one rude mechanical, but we had been doing the Pyramus and Thisbe thing in a very different approach. It was actually like a big improvised situational comedy thing.
Ooh.
So when we were out of mechanicals, we just made the lovers the rude mechanicals.
Ooh.
And-
Oh, that kind of works.
And I was the slightly less dickish lover. I forget their names, but
Demetrius? I can't
Yeah.
remember. Yeah. I think
Or-
Demetrius is the nicer one.
or Lysander. It's kind of a blur. I forget which one's which.
Me too. And I've been on that show like 3 times.
But anyway, the lover I end up with becomes the moon.
Ah.
And so at one point I go, my girlfriend turned into the moon. One of the fairies turns to me and says, "That's rough, buddy."
That's rough, buddy.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Helen and Lysander, I'm pretty sure that's the one. I To me, they're just lover 1 and lover 2.
Yeah.
Losers. They're all losers.
They're totally losers. They're not cool like us mechanicals.
Oh, I'm so into this girl. Meanwhile, the girls are like, I'm into her.
Yeah,
You
but
get a hint, man.
you should just be into like drama. Like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I just realized I should play a tyrant. I should just be like, ah, and thunder and flunder around.
I'd like it if it was there, but I don't think that will work.
That is true. The best jokes are the jokes you make just for yourself.
It's true.
The only downside is there's no explanation for those, and that's the best part of the joke.
Oh, true. True.
The longer, the better.
I think this is looking pretty good. My Christmas tree. And then here, and this is how it'll work. Like, except this won't go down. It's the other part going up, but it's easier to show you doing it this way. So, and the tree gets bigger. But it gets smaller. Yeah, I think that works.
Wait, can I see it again?
Yes.
Looks weird with the two cameras.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Wait, let me see if I can get it the biggest. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice and big. Yeah, that'll work. Heck yeah. All right. And if I can make this work, that's ideal size. But I have to leave room on the bottom here for like because it's going to be on a stand. And that's not, like, I can make it as fat as I can, but.
Salute.
Anyway. So it might end up being there, but that still works. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. As long as it looks impressive, it gets bigger. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
I don't know if you heard my partner yell out from there. That's what she said.
That is what you said just now.
Just now, that is what she said.
Yeah.
She said that.
If is there any part where there's gonna be like snow or like, ooh, it's cold out here? I don't know the Nutcracker that much.
I don't think so. I think it mostly takes place inside.
Okay, because it would be really funny if there was like a cold wind and the tree shrank a little.
Found it. Sorry, I've been looking.
I'll see if we can make that happen.
I have been scrolling and scrolling through a chat log trying to find someone's mailing address. This whole time you guys were talking about the tree. That's all I'm mistaken.
Is there's no search function?
Yeah, if I could say, if I could knew what the address was, I could search for it.
Oh, right. But you have to know. Yeah, some part of it. Yeah.
All right. I have found the thing.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! All right.
Wow, this is gonna be a long time me coloring this in green. That's okay. It's okay.
Well, you know what might help you color?
Yeah.
Trivia. Is it trivia?
Oh.
Freeze or did I freeze?
Oh yeah, we could do some quiet crafting for a little while.
I was gonna play some music, but trivia probably also would help.
I was
Yeah,
already
trivia.
doing
Well,
my-
I love those. I love the new cards that you got.
Yeah, they are really good.
What, the 3-minute cards or 3-question cards?
The 3-question cards from different decades.
The cards.
Let me say 9 by 5.5.
So, hey, remember the 80s?
No, well, like sort of.
Well, then good luck, because here's an 80s question. What electronic instrument seen in popular videos by Devo
Guitar.
combined a keyboard with a guitar, which I believe is called a Gitboard?
It's a Gitboard.
Gitboard. What do you call it? A Gitboard?
Yeah.
Get fooled.
Gitboard.
Y'all, did I tell you all I'm gonna be in New Zealand for Christmas this year?
No, I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
Hooray!
I get to see my family. Yeah, it's been too long.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Because I actually really like my family.
So happy for you.
Take me
Me.
We'll see if I come back.
and don't bring me back. Yeah.
Don't
Sorry, I
take
didn't
me.
mean to
I don't do
sidetrack.
well on long flights.
It is a very long flight.
Flying
Like
back
14.
from Italy was
It's like 14 hours. Yeah.
I just need a lot of weed gummies.
It's
Yeah,
just,
I just try and sleep.
there's not enough room for me.
Yeah. They're made
It's-
for people much shorter than you.
Yeah. I like just fit in a plane seat.
Oh. And not in a good way. Like it's not like you're trapped in a lovely womb.
No, those are they do not cradle.
Yeah. No.
What team won the first game of the 1988 World Series when the badly injured Kirk Gibson hobbled to the plate and hit a pinch hit walk-off home run?
No idea. But that's a good story.
Yeah, me neither.
I like that story though.
I'll be honest, what gets me more than the discomfort of the seat is just the lack of space for that much time. And then the guy next to me started doing yoga in his seat.
Oh no.
Like, what?
Like
I
just
mean you should do stretches and stuff. But
it was just right there.
yeah. Not when it's right there.
Oh. What technology giant launched its first PC in 1981, giving the Apple II new competition?
IBM?
I mean,
Microsoft?
the guy, Gates.
Yeah, Microsoft.
They've never released a PC,
Dell.
just Windows. Yeah, it's probably Dell or Gateway, right?
Oh,
They were
yeah.
huge in the 80s.
Dell. Very popular for a while there.
Keytar.
That sounds weird. That sounds made up.
Clearly, it's a
Why don't they
keyboard.
just call it a Gitboard?
Yeah.
Right.
The LA Dodgers.
Oh,
And it was IBM.
hey.
Which is funny because the Apple II was based off of something they had already developed.
Yeah. that's kind of like the history of Apple is, like the iPod is based on an MP3 player that somebody else had invented that they were like, oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, but the flip side, IBM had no idea how much the home computer would take off, though.
Right.
They messed that up bad. And now we are in the 1990s.
Ooh.
Which Ron Howard film recreated the Houston, we have a problem moon landing mission in 1995?
Apollo something.
Yeah. Apollo 13. Not Apollo 11. That's a They Might Be Giants album.
Wait, isn't the album Apollo 18?
Oh, shoot. I mean 18.
Yeah, because there were 17 Apollo
Yeah,
missions.
sorry. I meant to say 18.
Yeah. What young gymnast named a vault nails? I'm just going to start over. I messed that up so bad. It's like I was IBM in the 1980. What young gymnast nailed a vault with one injured ankle to help her team, the Magnificent Seven, win the gold in Atlanta in 1996?
Mary Lou Retton.
No, it was after her.
Yeah. It was way after. Nadia Comaneci.
I remember it happening, but I don't know if I can remember her name. She had that little hop.
Oh, didn't it begin? Oh gosh, she was so cute. I see her picture in my head.
Michelle Kwan.
No.
No, Michelle Kwan was a figure skater.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're talking about, you guys. I'm just painting.
Carrie?
No.
Carrie
Carrie
Fisher.
Strung?
Somebody in the chat will know, I bet.
Yeah. I can think of several more people it's not.
That's good.
I mean, yeah.
And once we eliminate all of those, the only answer left will be the correct one.
Once we have eliminated the impossible, whatever answer is left, no matter how improbable, is true.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I'm confident it was neither Adolf Hitler, George Washington,
Mm-hmm.
or Simone Biles.
It was
Because this
Simone.
was too early for Simone Biles.
Damn it.
And too late for those other guys.
Yeah.
Charlemagne. No.
No. Boudica. No.
No. Pip the Elder? No.
Yeah. Pliny the Elder? No.
No. Like for a split second, you can see it though.
Yeah.
What pre-Firefox browser adopted a dinosaur named Mozilla as its corporate mascot in the 90s?
I remember this.
Was it Netscape or
Ask G.
Opera?
You're saying Jeeves was a dinosaur named Mozilla.
No,
Mhm.
Jeeves was a bu-
Was
I
it just
either,
Mozilla?
it was either Netscape or Opera. Opera was an OS, was a web.
I don't know opera.
I think it's- I think
and
Netscape.
this is gonna go with Netscape.
Yeah.
I remember Netscape. That's a good
Me
answer
too.
just because, like, phew, that used to be a thing.
Yeah. Before Google took it.
Well, of course, The first one was Apollo 13. There was no question about that. And incredible move, Mab. It was in fact Netscape.
Hey.
But that gymnast,
Give me a name.
Carrie Strung. I
Nice.
pulled that out of my butt.
Incredible.
Wow.
Who knows what's in Kirby's butt? Wait, we already
Have
had
you
this guy.
set your butthole?
I wonder what's inside your butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole.
Sorry to anyone who's listening to this at work.
And now, welcome to the Naughty Oddies.
We're not calling it that, are we?
Too late. It's already.
What quarterback and all-around nice guy played the meanest kids coach ever in a 2007 spoof ad for the United Way?
Wow. No clue. But that is such a good question.
Was it OJ?
Is he a football person?
Wait, what year?
Okay, well it's 2007 and OJ was not a quarterback. He was a receiver.
Yeah.
But he was a football person.
He was a footballer.
He balled the foots.
He did.
I just want more coffee.
Yeah.
Adorable kitty. I love you.
What?
You were adorable.
Thanks.
She's like, I want more.
Well said. Well said. Yes.
Yes. I'm trying to think, like, who's a pop culture quarterback? The Mannings were big in the aughts, right?
No, what was the guy that broke his leg a bunch of times?
Brett Favre.
Oh, Joe Namath is a good...
Oh, that's a good get. But that's a little late for him. Maybe
Well,
not, though.
I mean, he might have done the ad in 07.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking of somebody a little bit more contemporaneous to the moment, but that's...
I'm going to say Brett Favre. He's not a nice guy.
Is he
I
the
don't
guy
know.
who stole all that money
Maybe.
from
Are you
welfare?
thinking of Pete Rose?
No, Pete Rose
No.
just placed some bets. That's it.
Wow.
Where is the Plantier?
The Plantier?
Yeah, I'm
Palantir.
drawing a Plantier based off the suggestion from the audience. And I was
Geographically?
where is it?
Can it be
What
in a
is it?
field of roses?
What's a Plantier?
Palantir.
Oh.
Palanquin.
Palantir.
Quinn.
It's being wrapped around into Palanquin.
Nice.
It's on a
I mean, I love roses.
rose. I don't know.
Pink
Rose.
diamond.
Lou
Whalers.
Diamond.
A 2009 infestation of what insect, referred to scientifically as Simix
That's it?
lectutarius,
Ooh.
Simix lectutarius, was so rampant that a summit was held in Chicago a year later to stop the invasion.
Lantern
it-
flies.
Or gypsy moths?
Come on, the odds and insects? What were we all freaked out about?
Killer bees?
Killer bees.
Bed bugs.
Bed
Oh, of course.
That was the time of the bed bugs.
It was.
I didn't know that they had their time. I thought bed bugs were just always a thing.
bugs. They really are.
They are always a thing, but honestly, like
They were real
Crazy in the aughts.
they were not as bad before the aughts. They got
Weird.
way worse in the aughts.
Global warming.
Oh, I thought it was because I went home with random boys.
No, it's just like, well, like basically in the aughts is when you started, like if you stayed in a hotel room, you
Yeah.
get them, and like it used to be you had to go to a really poorly kept motel to get a bed bug infestation.
Well, like one of the things that happened in the early aughts was they got rid of a lot of regulations.
Bush.
How about that?
And then
Yeah.
a bunch of bed bugs showed up in hotels.
I wonder if there's a connection there.
That seems crazy.
No, when you get rid of regulations, it makes business go better. And that's always good.
It's got to be good for business. Business is always only good things. Only business.
No, 'cause
Business.
corporations are people.
Then they can be put in jail?
Then
it
we
doesn't
can
work
kill
like
them?
that? Doesn't work like that?
Corporations are people unless they're a church, in which case they don't pay
Has
taxes.
somebody done like a Soylent Green thing where they're like, it's people. Corporations are people.
So that's what's going wrong.
I
Here's
gotta
the
call-
thing. Corporations
I gotta-
are made of people. Like
I gotta
Soylent Green.
quickly call 2007 The Daily Show because that joke slapped.
Yeah. In the first World Series played in the Mountain Time Zone, who did the Yankees face and lose to in 2001? I'm just going to say Colorado. Like, what other baseball team is in that time zone?
Is it the Diamondbacks? Are they in Mountain Time? Is Arizona in Mountain Time? Sometimes.
Nobody answered me. Where is the Palantir? Palantir. Where is it?
I mean, it's like it's on a stand in Saruman's room.
Well, it doesn't have to be.
Oh, where in your picture? Where is it?
Yeah, where am I gonna put it?
I thought you were asking that as like Palantir facts, and I was like, I don't remember.
Sorry, I
Looks so
wasn't-
good.
I wasn't clear on that. Where
No,
would
it's your
you
favorite
put
time of the show.
anyone?
Palantir Facts. Da-da-da, da-da-da, Palantir Facts.
Okay, so Sarah's answering the actual question that I asked when I should have asked a different question. Where would anyone like the Palantir that I'm drawing right now?
I mean, is obviously on a palanquin.
What? Yeah. What sort of? In space, a space Palantir is cool.
So right now I have it so that I guess I could just show everybody. Well, I just don't want to influence your thoughts. It's the Palantir itself. It's sitting on a pedestal already, similar to the one in Saruman's lair. Although I can change that too, if anybody would like. So, it doesn't have to be existing on that thing that I just already put it on. It could be on a different one, or else it could just be, I don't know. I just want to put it in a location like SeaWorld, but not SeaWorld. I don't know. What do you got?
Yeah.
Somebody said inside of Blanken.
As any improv group knows, if you gotta establish a location.
Oh, well then my improv training comes in handy. Walmart.
Oh god.
That's always the first. That was always the first suggestion.
Welcome to the Kinko's.
All right, so I've got Walmart 3 centimeters northwest of the center of Walmart.
And, inspiration bubbles for everyone. The answers are
Ah,
Peyton Manning.
That
Oh,
sounds
like
like
a sports guy.
Say Peyton Manning.
I did. I was like, the Mannings were big then, right? Eli and Peyton.
Yeah.
It was the bedbug, and it was the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Hey.
I should have known that. I'm in Arizona right now.
Yeah, but
Can
it's
we
a
talk-
baseball question, so we're proud of you for not getting it.
Can we talk
Sometimes
about
I-
how all like they call themselves the D-backs and they think that's a good thing, and people have T-shirts and like car decals and all this shit all over the place that say D-backs, and all
Yeah.
they think is D-bags, and so it's like by supporting this sports team, you're calling yourself a douchebag.
But like, I mean, in their defense, diamond is a really long word with a lot of letters.
Well, I
There are
also
other
love
snakes out that named it after.
when you look at their logo on the back, it looks like Dwex because of the way the logo looks. Dwex.
Dwex.
That's a better nickname. Dwax is a better nickname.
T-back.
And finally, we are in the teens. What Kesha party anthem, which
Ooh.
topped the charts in 2010, shares its name with a social media app that blew up a decade later?
Ooh.
TikTok.
X.
I think it
No,
is.
X didn't blow up.
No.
I mean, that blew up
Uh,
like a tire fire.
Which is one of my favorite kind of fires.
Tire fire.
Also, they misspelled Kadalaha's name wrong.
What?
Her name,
You mean-
Kadalaha.
Ke $sign ha.
Oh,
Yeah. Kadalaha.
good
Nice.
dollar, huh?
What athlete won the Golden Boot and Golden Ball awards for her play in the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup?
I don't know, but that's great.
The Golden Boot.
I love it.
The golden ball. Aha.
Like, Golden Ball makes sense for a sport ball trophy, but the Golden Boot, it's
I
just,
like it.
you know why? That just sounds really adorable to me.
Hmm. You are not wrong, Cubby. It is adorable.
Ooh, somebody won the Golden Booty. What is the
Their accomplishments.
who was a real big soccer player in 2019? Gabrielle Reese? Wait, no, she was a volleyballer.
You have uncovered our weakness. Sports ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Word ball questions are hard.
But we do our best.
Definitely in all the time, but
I do what I can.
Map, do you know how to make a group on Procreate?
A group.
I
Yeah.
just
would say drag a layer on top of another layer. On the little.
I forgot that's what your drawing program was called, and I just heard Procreate, and I was like, well, I mean, that'll do it. Do it a few times, you'll end up with a group.
Aha, I get it.
Or
What?
maybe there's a button that says make a folder or something. I
Oh
don't have
my
the-
god. This is making a mess. I've got all kinds of like clipping layers and stuff too. And so
yeah, you got to
trying-
drag them onto the thing.
and dragging all that around.
Sorry.
I like how this Christmas tree is looking.
Don't create that at it.
I agree. It's looking nice and festive.
Yeah. I want to make this a little smaller so it has a little more of a nice triangle shape, but it's getting there.
All right, gang. What versatile musician of Chinese descent, considered the greatest cello player of his time, was awarded the Medal of Freedom in 2011?
I know this one.
Yeah, what's the one cello player we all know the name of?
Who
Yeah,
happens
this-
to be of Asian descent. If he hadn't said Asian descent, though, I wouldn't have known what cello player I know.
No, I still would have known because he's literally the only cello player I know.
Yeah,
He's
but
the
I was like
famous
just
cello
now
player.
thinking to myself, oh, clearly this is Yo-Yo Ma. Oh, he plays cello.
Yeah, no, I can name another cello player. Thank you.
A famous cello player?
Rosie the Pivoter, who is a burlesquer who has an act with a cello where she strips and plays cello at the same time. So that two cello players I can name.
All right,
pretty
I'll allow
impressive.
it. Was it Rosie the Riveting? What was it? Her name?
Rosie the Pivoter.
The Pivoter. Okay, that's good.
Isn't that good? I'm a
That's very-
fan. TikTok. Megan Rapinoe. The awards are for top scorer and best player.
Leia.
That
And-
name sounds sort of familiar.
Yo-Yo Ma.
Yo
Hey.
Yo Ma.
If you see him, you can be like, yo, yo-yo. He started playing professionally at age 5 and had 18 Grammys by age 65.
Dang.
65?
Yeah. But I mean, he's aging like fine wine.
Yeah, man. You know, do you remember the story about the guy who played like a really antique Stradivarius violin at the DC Metro?
Yeah.
He was trying to busk and he was like doing a bad job of it.
I remember seeing that like in the meme form where it was like, all of these people don't realize.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. I kind of hated that take a little bit.
Yeah, me too. Because like morning commute, no one has time on a very busy near a government facility. You know, that's not the time or the place to busk. The place to busk is at some place where people have leisure time, period.
Well, I mean, there is like definitely a busking culture in New York City on the subway,
He was in DC.
but he was in DC, which has no culture
Very little.
in its
Very
metro.
little. And and the people that they give permits to are
Yeah, but also like I don't like it just that whole thing felt so loaded with like
yeah.
things that sound fancy but don't necessarily contribute to a better performance.
Ah.
Because it's not about What you do is how you do it.
Yeah, exactly. It was in praise of the idea rather than the execution.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, in that situation, the way most people do enjoy something like that is just while they're on the escalator, they give it a moment to be like, "Oh, isn't that lovely?" But you do not have time
To stop.
No. And there's no good place to stop. DC Metro is very pared down.
Yeah.
It looks like you are in a sci-fi.
Yeah, it looks like a big
World.
spaceship.
Yeah, I love those gigantic tunnels.
Yeah.
With when I was very young, the Metro was brand new. And I was visiting my grandmother who lived in Bethesda, and we all rode the Metro. And I was very young. I had to have been like 6 or 7. And I thought all of those little indents that they have, right?
Yeah.
Were for art to go.
Oh.
I thought they were
innocent.
still filling out the art gallery.
I mean, in a way, you're correct, because that's what it should be.
Okay. But imagine a tunnel like that in space, right? And each of those has a piece of art, but like the platform you're on is rotating relative to the outside, so the paintings just kind of keep refreshing themselves, but it's actual paintings.
Whoa.
Somebody do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Somebody real
this is where
smart
I'm
do
stuck.
that.
I don't know where to put it.
Ooh.
It's hard to show.
I
thought this was the word eye, but if you could make that like a pupil. I thought it was the letter I.
It does look like an eye.
for a split second, the orb looked like a disco ball, so I kind of want to see it at the club, at like a disco club.
Oh yeah. Now that's a kitty thing.
You'll always find Kitty down at the disco club.
Of the dis-
Zero panic, all kitty.
Yeah.
Less panic, more kitty.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Discotheque.
Oh, I can't find Kitty Chaos. Where could she be? Oh, of course she's down at the disco club.
The Disco Club.
Hey y'all, are we gonna start a filk group called Panic at the Palantir?
Panic at the Palantir. I
Yes.
love that.
That's actually a really good name.
Right? I would sit halfway through the first song of a filk group that named itself that.
Mm-hmm. And then I would like go see what else is going on at the convention.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
Ba-da-da-doo. Da-da-dee-doo.
I
Take
can't think of any Panic at the Disco songs. My friend introduced me to that. My accordion friend. She wanted us to do for you, Accordion Apocalypse, to do a cover of a Panic at the Disco song. And I was like, I am not familiar with Panic at the Disco. And so she was like, listen to this song, something about LA, and then another one. I don't remember. But they were good songs. And they're in my regular rotation now.
Okay, y'all.
Panic at the Palantir!
Wait. Or
Palantir at the pit.
Palantir at the Disco.
Oh, they're both so good.
Well, I think the name of the band is Panic at the Palantir, and then our signature song is Palantir at the Disco.
I love it.
That is so unnecessarily complicated. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
The
you.
best kind of complicated.
Mhm.
We kept it gray.
Come on, how does the freaking song go? I can't. I've got it like in the tip of my brain, and give me a Panic at the Disco song about something about LA.
I think Fog just gave us the Panic at the Disco song. There's a reason these rings are numbered, honey. You just haven't thought of it yet. Actually, that's probably a very clever twist on a Panic at the Disco title.
I love it.
But I never actually listened to Panic at the Disco, so I don't know what they.
Panic at the
I
Disco.
have a question, and I need help from people.
Okay.
I have taken a
Nice.
spontaneous bending thing this weekend, and I
A
have
spontaneous what now?
vending thing for a friend's church
Ooh.
craft fair.
Okay. Okay.
It's like right down the street from my house. So I was like, okay. Most of my stuff is weird.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it was clever.
I'm trying to figure out what I can sell.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So right now I'm making Krampus mugs.
Yes.
That's good.
And
I'm guessing it's a Unitarian church.
No, it's Methodist.
Oh, okay, they're all right. Like United
Yeah, I know.
Methodist?
That's what I said. But
Yeah.
I still don't want to bring out the Be Gay Do Crime everything that I have all over the place.
Hmm.
Or should I bring out my Be Gay Do Crime?
I don't know. It's a great question.
See, I'd say bring some, because like I think that's the kind of thing that'll confuse more than like offend. If you don't get it, you'll just be like, I don't understand. And if they don't understand, they probably are just browsing. But to the person who sees that and gets it and is like, yes, that'll mean so much.
That's true.
Also, you could also keep it. You don't have to display it until you're like, this is the correct vibe. And then you can bring it out.
Okay. And then, so the other things I have are my Sideshow bullet mugs and coasters. I have the Kumihimos, which need a live demo, unfortunately. I have Cranky Kits, which I've only sold like a couple in my life at this point. And I have some other like miscellaneous stuff. I don't know. Like, I have a couple of days to make things.
I mean, you definitely have to bring the Cranky Kits because nobody else has them.
Right.
Frankly, the Kumihimo might work because you can kind of sit there
Right.
and demonstrate them.
Which is what that's the only way they sell. People don't know what they are.
So a couple of things real quick. Kitty?
Yeah.
John Caro had this message to you saying that they'd love to see the orb floating above the pedestal, but it might make it look too much like the letter I.
It would make it more letter I-E.
Yeah, but I totally get the desire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, disco's happening now. I'm working on disco.
Oh, heck yeah. Also, there's some more Panic at the Disco song titles.
Death of a Balrog. Good.
And we have a question about gelatinous cubes. They
Oh.
do move. They are living creatures. They don't move quickly, but what they can do is they can climb better than you think, and they can grip to ceilings. They have a drop-down maneuver, which is how they would...
do? That's terrifying.
Isn't it?
Yes.
That's how you could end up with, like, somebody trapped in the gelatinous cube, pants down, and squatting.
Mm.
But is that the most embarrassing position to see a skeleton floating in a gelatinous cube? I gotta say, that's a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think. I mean, like, now I can't stop thinking about a skeleton floating in a gelatinous cube that very obviously was
Wanking?
doing their business.
Oh,
Yeah, there's like also a toilet in there.
Whoa. You can have toilets in gelatinous cubes?
You can have anything in a gelatinous cube.
as it slowly digests, it doesn't care.
Yeah.
That's
It eats
brilliant.
everything.
Oh, put up Kara Chappell's post.
Oh, it's,
I love that. That's such a good concept.
Agreed.
yeah. Because gelatin is an animal protein. Animal
Yeah.
connective. I don't know.
I-
It's not a protein.
Yeah, I think it is a protein. Yeah, gelatin's a protein.
Okay. Thank you.
I think so.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Well, obviously, you got to do a whole line of toilet gelatinous cubes now.
Oh my gosh, you totally can, just some guy. Oh no, that's too much power.
I'm trying, what's the dumbest thing you could be doing, though?
Oh, like when you got yeah.
Hey, Zarkafrude.
Hey.
Hey.
Welcome back from New Orleans. Have you recovered from the awesome vacation?
Ooh.
Was that this last week, right? Was it last week or the week before? Now that I'm in a weird twilight of what day is it?
Okay, so I don't think it beats the squatting idea, but in my head, skeleton,
Okay.
Okay.
skull missing,
Okay.
Okay.
mimic,
I like
Was
where this is going.
eating the head when the gelatinous
Oh.
cube drops down and is making a meal out of both of them.
Right.
That's
So who
pretty
would win?
good.
Mimic versus gelatinous cube. What if it was a gelatinous mimic?
Like a gelatinous cube, and you're like, oh, we have the perfect thing for that. Psych, it's a mimic.
I like that.
Y'all. All right.
You know, I mean, technically, there's no limit to the things mimics can disguise themselves as.
True.
Beware
A
of,
gelatinous mimic.
upon closer inspection of the beware of mimic sign, the sign grows teeth and claws.
Ah.
Oh, years ago from like a Kickstarter or something, I got a sticker set of just a sheet of stickers that say not a mimic.
Oh, amazing.
You can stick them on anything.
I love that.
I mean, that's next level.
This came
Yeah.
from Tabletop Tees.
Ooh. Nice.
Uh-oh. Yeah. The scariest phrase that can be uttered by a human.
Inception.
Cubby gave me an idea.
Yes.
Ain't dead.
I ain't dead. Y'all, it's after 2:30.
Oh my
Gosh, what a
goodness.
time. Already?
Yeah,
It really flew by.
it's 2:35.
I like
Dang.
hanging out with my friends.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Oh, sorry. I gotta respond to a comment real quick.
Oh my gosh, we haven't played. Oh wait, suggestion: lean into making the pedestal classic. Oh,
Oh.
that'd be a fun like shading exercise.
Yeah, the pedestal definitely needs to be worked on. I just kind of made it and then ignored it. Like I didn't give it any shading or anything. So it can definitely get new shape and stuff too. I started making a disco background.
Ooh.
I like the curtain.
Yeah,
Oh.
beaded light curtains. I got kind of tripped up at the checkered flooring. I don't know how to do the perspective on that.
Oh.
I could ask Brent if I really wanted to, and he could help me give me some guidelines. But
You might just have to mess it up a bunch of times until you get it right.
yeah,
You're gonna laugh, but I think Procreate has a mesh, perspective mesh tool, but I'm not positive.
no, it definitely does have some perspective tools. I just haven't played with them or even remembered they exist until now. Where are they?
All right. I've got one last mug, and then I'm gonna have to take a break.
Okay. Y'all really need to see the idea I helped inspire, though.
Oh, okay. There are models to hang your keys on that do something when the weight of the key is there. Maybe a sign to wear the mimic. Little key hook. Put your keys on, it becomes a mimic. Or like one of those like, you know, those zip line things for your passes.
Yeah.
But when you like pull the pass out off the zip line, it like turns into a mimic. Ah!
But yeah, put the keys on it and it like flashes, and that's so cool.
Ah!
And the term is muse.
I don't know, man. I've been saying you're a goddamned idea factory for some time, but also I did say muse that one time. But mostly goddamned idea factory.
Oh, but look at, you know what? You're right. We haven't played Mad Libs in so long. I forgot that that was even a thing that we did.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Who hosts
Remember that
this
time
show?
we did that thing? It was awesome.
Yeah.
I don't-
Maybe next time we should do some Mad Libs if we
Yeah.
feel like it. And remember.
I know where my Mad Lib stack is.
Amazing. Yeah, because we had some good ones.
Yeah, we got.
And I made so we might as well use it.
Yes. Okay. So this is the plan. There's only one problem. We need to designate someone who will remember that we're gonna play Mad Libs next week.
Ooh. Who's the most responsible? Chat. Chat needs to remember.
Chat.
They're
Yeah,
the
that's
most
chat.
responsible people.
Chat's responsible.
1, 2. 1.
Yeah, not us. High five.
Yeah. Boom.
Yeah.
Not it. Not it.
Carrot Chapel for the win. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Oh.
What
You
if-
know that little Amazon half smile just opens up and there's tea.
Well, here's the thing. Like, we know trees create their own mass, and we know we create our own mass, but something like a mimic wouldn't necessarily being like magical. They might be able to take in their own constructive materials in a different way, which means maybe baby mimics are stickers.
I love that.
And as they grow stronger, they basically take over more and more of the object until it's entirely mimic.
Whoa. I love that concept.
So like a mimic is dropping stickers as
Yeah.
its eggs?
Like every time you kill a mimic, it comes with a bunch of stickers.
Yeah, I'm thinking mimics. I imagine mimics do like a
Mitosis kind of thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, because it's got to be asexual, right? Like,
Yeah, definitely.
so I've heard before that like maybe sometimes baby mimics will be like fake jewels,
Oh.
like small fake things.
Ooh, I've
Have you-
heard that too.
Well, what
You
is
were-
a sticker but a small fake jewel?
Have you all watched Delicious in Dungeon?
No, but
what's that?
I've kind of watched a little bit. It was more than I could handle at the time, but
It starts pretty intense and then it gets like really soft and warm. Like,
I've
Oh,
heard people go, "It's awesome," and I'm like, okay.
but the premise is basically an adventuring party in a dungeon are so broke that they have to start eating monsters.
huh.
But then they meet this guy who's been doing that for a while, and so it's kind of a exotic cooking show with like magical beasts.
Oh my god, that's really funny.
Yeah, it's adorable. Hey, Shoshi, are you still doing that podcast where you guys are monsters? D&D
Say yes.
monsters?
Podcast. Oh, it was the Twitch channel show.
Yes.
No, the person who ran it got like a real job and didn't have time to keep it going. But we're all still friends on a Facebook group. So,
Yeah. So imagine, all right, so you guys are the monsters in a dungeon, right? Which
Yeah.
is the great premise of a
oh, so good.
D&D campaign.
So good.
But except you encounter this party that's all about doing a cooking show with monster parts.
That's incredible.
Oh my god, they ate friends!
Yeah. No.
Well, they do encounter a tribe of orcs, and like,
Awkward.
well, they don't eat the orcs, but like there kind of is stuff like that.
So, I mean, isn't the rule it can't be sentient and enough like to say that don't eat me?
Yeah,
Oh, if the thing says don't eat me, they don't eat it.
Is that the rule? Should be
in general, yeah. Like they don't they don't show them eating. Well,
yeah.
okay, they do eat dragon.
Mm.
And like, here's the thing: dragons are sentient. But if somebody was like, "You want to eat a dragon steak?" I'd be like, "Yes." You just
I
know a
mean-
dragon steak is good.
Okay, but like, if I could ethically try human, I suppose I would.
If I said, "Hey, Shoshi, I would like very much for you to eat me,"
Yeah.
which I've
But
never
you're
ever
gaining
said
that
before.
knowledge.
Like in Hitchhikers.
Yeah.
Oh, when the cow comes up and is like, please, I.
Yes. Oh, if you're interested in my liver, I've been force feeding myself lately. It should be quite succulent.
I've been force feeding myself a lot.
I've been force feeding myself a lot.
With that is Sean Connery.
Ow,
Sean Cowery.
Sean
All
Connery.
right, this is
Okay, that was good.
I ruined it.
what. I got perspective turned on, and everything's hard. I don't know what I'm doing.
And everything's hard.
Yeah, perspective.
Yeah. Perspective ruins
Everything, right?
Wait, are you talking about the drawing program or just life, Kitty?
Oh man, I should never have turned on perspective.
Yeah.
John Caro, that is quitter talk because bacon is a prepared meat. We have to find the right cut on people and smoke that part of them. And then we'll have people bacon.
Mm.
Oh, that's a problem. I would eat that.
But yeah,
Corporations
humans are
bacon.
supposed to taste pretty porky.
Long pig.
Long pig.
We're made of bacon.
Oh, that would be a problem.
So we're just gonna keep going on the show.
No,
We can't. Literally, I mean, I need to get this stuff done. If we want to keep going, I won't say no.
I'm still working. Actually, I got one last mug in the cooker, and then when that's done, I'm done.
Okay.
But
like, I do need to finish this. Our show's on Friday, so I have a little more time than usual because.
oh yeah, and I have I'm gonna be making stuff on Thursday in Mab Labs. Only I don't know what I'm gonna be making.
Cool.
I will cure everyone. I will cure this whole society.
I have the cure for humanity. And
Yes.
it's delicious.
Oh, it will be. It will be.
Eat me! I'm delicious.
Eat me. Da-na-na-na-na.
Eat me!
That's from
Yeah, that's a
Adam
Thanksgiving thing.
right? Yeah.
So it's a little late.
Mm-mm.
You know what I was just thinking? Eat me!
I don't know if I have the focus to do a Mad Lib right now. I'm sorry.
I would do another trivia though. You want to do another trivia?
Yeah, let's do some more trivia.
Yeah. Down with that.
And then I'll go because I don't eat lunch until
Yeah, same. I'm
after this.
kind of hungry myself.
Yeah. So I'll need to snack. I must.
Well, I don't feel like drawing this anymore, and I want to go play with my husband. So maybe I'll just pop in and out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, keep your ears open for the trivia.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely answer poorly. Maybe I'll find more coffee or something.
Ooh,
All right, I'll be back.
That sounds good. Do some more coffee. In 1983, a bill established the birthday of what civil rights activist as a federal holiday?
MLK, baby!
Gotta be, right?
Yeah, gotta be.
It's the only activist federal holiday we have.
Yeah.
Well, unless you count the Parks of Palooza sale at Talbot's.
And
It-
I do.
It's considered by many to be in poor taste. What was the most popular baby name for girls in the United States in the 1980s?
Whoa.
Jessica, Tiffany, or Ashley?
Ashley.
I think it's Jessica. But you might be right.
Jennifer. Ashley. Tiffany. I don't know. I like Tiffany.
I don't know. I grew up with a lot of Jessicas and a lot of Jennifers. Technically, I was born in the late 70s, though.
Do you know the fun thing about the name Tiffany? I'm sure this crowd does.
Oh, what am I doing?
The fact that it's a medieval name.
Yeah, but it sounds too modern. So, like, you can't use it when you're doing, like, medieval media. You're like, you can't name your character Tiffany. You're like, but there were Tiffany's a very, very, very old name. But for some reason, it sounds super modern.
Yeah.
Really funny.
But the flip side is, it's also because there's no relation to the modern name Tiffany and the historic.
What do you mean?
I mean, do you know why Tiffany was a huge name in the 80s?
Oh,
Breakfast
why?
hat?
Yep. Because of Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn did that.
That's my girl.
Which the last name Tiffany is not related to the first name Tiffany. The first name Tiffany is, I think it's connected to another common girl's name. I think maybe like a form of Elizabeth. Oh, Theophania.
Ooh.
Sorry, yeah.
Dang.
Theophania was the forerunner of Tiffany, was the condensation of Theophania, but the last name has a completely different origin. I forget what that is, but it.
Cool.
But
Love it.
I'm gonna go with Jessica for the ones just because of the amount of Jessicas and Jennifers I know. And again, slightly wrong but there's this song that starts with "I went to school with 27 Jennifers."
Yeah.
I love that. It was I went to school with 27 Jennifers, 15 Jens, 10 Jennies, and then there was her.
I once worked a shift at a restaurant where there were 6 Jennifers, a Sean, and a Shoshana. Like, I was the Shoshana. It was a tough night.
I imagine.
Yeah.
What location-based term was used to describe a style of talking that featured words such as like, duh,
Oh.
totally, and grody?
I actually know the answer.
I know as well.
Well, I hope you know. Sure, she don't live far from there.
I used to live in the valley.
Valley.
You know, a lot of that was absolutely just invented for the Frank Zappa song.
Yes. And then they interviewed, I can't remember who they interviewed, but like someone for like Teen Vogue or Sassy, some equivalent of that magazine. Yes, exactly. They interviewed Moon Zappa.
Yeah.
And I heard a great interview with her later, and she's like, yeah, that wasn't really a thing. I just like made up a lot of the things, and they bought it. So
yeah, Moon Unit Zappa riffed a character so hard that it just completely invented a subculture.
yeah.
Do you ever see Earth Girls Are Easy? One of the earlier Jeff Goldblum films.
Well, that's not a Jeff Goldblum film. That is a Julie Brown film, complete
You're right.
with
That's
musical
Julie Brown.
number. 'Cause I'm a
Gina
Blonde, I
Davis
believe.
is in it too. She was fantastic.
Oh yeah, Gina Davis, and then Jim. The other
Carrey?
aliens are Damon Wayans and Jim
Yep.
Carrey. It's actually like crazy stacked cast, but
But it was like really early in everybody's careers too, and it was a good movie.
Julie Brown is so smart.
Mm.
She's such a good creator. Like if
She wrote
when
that
you,
movie, right? She wrote it.
yeah, she wrote that movie. And she had a Madonna Truth or Dare spoof that was actually really good.
Wow.
She was underrated creator.
Yeah. I really
That-
like how my tree is looking.
That might have been the peak of just raw, non-speaking, non-personality informed Jeff Goldblum hotness, because he was just dreamy in that movie.
Yeah.
Like he was just beautiful.
Yeah, that was like the point of it. In fact,
Hell,
that was the
bloody
great thing
fun.
about this movie was the objectification of men more
I-
than the
I
objectification.
think it's actually the homecoming queen.
The homecoming queen's got a gun. You know, right? What? You're right. That movie was actually kind of a brilliant commentary on objectification too.
Especially with the title, Earth Girls Are Easy, but the people who get objectified more than anyone else are the men.
And the aliens at that.
Well, the aliens, yeah.
Yeah. That's the opposite of an Earth girl. Martin Luther King Jr.
Nice.
The first time the holiday was observed was in 1986. It took them 3 years to figure that one out. Jessica. With the note, Jennifer was the runner-up.
Hey,
So, like,
we were all right.
yeah.
We were correct.
Val Speak or Valley Girl?
Val speak? Never. Never been called Val speak.
To the max.
As if.
Like, gag me with a spoon.
Use the whole cutlery set. I don't even care.
For sure.
Sure. I think Gag Me with a Spoon is probably one of the ones that was made up.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh,
No more mugs. That is it. No more mugs. I
it
am
is.
done with the mugs.
It is silly how, like, whenever there's a female-centered trend like that, and it turns out that it's, like, endlessly creative, and it always gets derided as being
Yes.
unimaginative.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You're like,
That is the story
no,
of
she
most
literally
of the things
invented
that I
that.
like.
It's
Yeah.
the definition of imagination. What are you talking about?
But also, like, everyone talking Valley Girl was, like, doing it for fun. And
Yeah.
with, like, full knowledge. And then, like, adults are like, well, girls are doing it, so they must not understand.
Yeah, they must be dumb.
So it's 3, which is a good time to go, but I also picked up a 90s card, so we should probably do the 90s card first.
Yeah, let's finish it out. We have 1 minute left.
What character got a high-tech upgrade in a Super NES game in 1994 with memorable minecart levels and lots of bananas?
Ooh,
Oh, I think we all know the answer to this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to give it a second because I'm sure people in the chat know.
I even know the etymology of his name.
Wow.
Cart?
Yes.
Was it from Rene Descartes?
It is. It is. It turns out is a direct descendant. No, I mean like why they named him that in his first appearance.
Why they named him Mario?
Mario.
I'm not talking about Mario.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Oh. They're
'Cause
not
he's
talking
got a
about Mario
donkey.
Kart?
No, they're talking about Donkey Kong
Oh,
with
it's
the
1990
bananas.
It's 95. It's too early.
Mm.
So tell me
Yeah.
more. I need to know the etymology of
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Oh, well, you know, they wanted a name that would appeal to English-speaking audiences. Kong had become shorthand for monkey in Japan at the time, and donkey is synonymous with obstinance.
It makes perfect sense.
What better name for an obstinate monkey?
That monkey is obstinate.
Yeah, well, I mean, before he had kids, he really mellowed out a lot. In what 1990 sitcom do the main characters hang out and kvetch at a diner called Monks?
I think we all know the answer to that.
Wow, they used a lot of words to describe a show about nothing.
Ah,
Dang. I never got into it. I was good.
it's no Golden Girls.
Right?
Was there ever a no? Could there have been a Friends Seinfeld crossover? That would be very funny.
They did exist in a shared universe.
Oh,
really?
gross.
I mean, Friends was Central Perk. Yeah, there you go, Victorian London
Yeah.
Fog.
Friends had a crossover with Mad About You
Oh,
because Lisa Kudrow played a waitress there, which was later established to be Phoebe's identical twin sister.
oh, right.
Yeah.
And Kramer was subletting his apartment from Paul Reiser.
Wow.
So they do exist in the same universe.
Yeah, they are established to exist in a shared continuity.
I love dumb stuff like that.
Well, there's a thing that traces all of the crossovers, and it's the grand theory of television is that the true reality of every show we watch is that it's
In the same shared universe.
it's all a delusion of this one autistic kid.
It's me.
The Elsewhere kid.
Yeah, the St. Elsewhere kid is just imagining all of television.
Oh, it wasn't me.
Wow.
Well, it's St. Elsewhere ended by showing that the entire show had been imagined by an autistic child staring at a snow globe.
So that's just everybody decided that's probably just everything.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's established to live in a shared continuity with Cheers, which is like you can trace the things to what is established to be in the same world as say Elsewhere. Like,
and
then you can make like instead of 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, it should be 6 degrees of St. Elsewhere.
yeah, I forget what the name of the theory is, but there's a lot of wasted time went into it.
Oh yeah,
I love that. That makes me so happy.
Oh yeah, the truth is they don't have television in that universe. Headcanon adopted.
That's so like that's good.
What baseball pitcher who was born with only one hand incredibly pitched a no-hitter for the New York Yankees in September 1993?
I don't know, but that's awesome. I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a one-handed pitcher out there.
yeah.
That's freaking cool.
I think his name was Jim Abbott.
That's hella cool. Why don't we
I had-
talk about that more often? That's awesome.
There was a one-handed pitcher on the Phillies in the 90s, and I had his baseball card.
I didn't know that. Wow.
All right. And the answers are Donkey Kong.
Hey.
Yay!
The game was Donkey Kong Country
Huh.
and also featured his nephew, Diddy Kong,
Oh.
CD.
Seinfeld, and Jim Abbott.
Hey.
Hey.
He had the arm,
Yeah.
but no hand. And he kept his glove under his armpit.
Oh,
So he
wow.
would pitch and then put his glove on to catch in case he needed to catch.
That's crazy.
Dang.
It was
That's
pretty
so
cool to watch.
Yeah.
Freaking cool.
Oh shoot! Somebody else knew. Haha! Hufflepuff.
Oh, good.
Nailed it.
Boom, boom, boom. All right.
But again, I
think
only knew that because my dad was a huge Phillies fan, and
I like the Phillies. Chase Butley.
look, the Philadelphia Phillies have basically the greatest mascot that has ever existed. The Philly
100%.
Fanatic is just,
I mean, come on.
yeah.
Come on. Yeah. And like Gritty is great, but you know, the Fanatic ran so that Gritty could walk.
Yes.
All I know is that what really matters, what's actually important, is
Flawless. Well, you know what? I also have something to add to that. And what I have to say is also the
Okay. So it's just you and me there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Do you have anything you want to say, Matt?
Look, now that it's just us,
Yeah.
I feel like I can really honestly open up
Yeah.
and tell you some truths that I've never really had the confidence to tell you before.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just us now. Like,
Yeah. It's
And-
just
and-
it's just
and you
just-
can keep it secret, right? So you know that I
I can't.
really am very serious about.
Well, friends, I guess it's just me. Wow, that was a lot. That was a very intense ending for everyone. So I just want to say from the bottom of my heart,